Good evening, everyone. Well, we started off on a wet note today. When the rains left, it was feeling kind of chilly out there. And in fact, temperature change over the past 24 hours, rather a rude awakening to the season all of a sudden. Yeah, we've been running about 15 to 20 degrees below where it was this time of the day yesterday, and there is a significant change in the temperature pattern that is going to take hold pretty much for the rest of the month. But over the course of the next 10 days, we're just going to see this trough of low pressure digging down from Canada and going into the deep south, in fact, and we're going to be on the edge of this as well. So get ready for cooler than normal temperatures to prevail for the rest of the month. Right now, though, it is cooling down still. We're at 48 degrees, still a few scattered clouds around, but the dew point is continuing to drop down through the 30s. Some very dry air in place now, and that wind is rather busy out of the west-northwest, 20 miles per hour. Got a few higher gusts even, and that's going to continue to prevail all night long as well, while the temperatures continue to fall. But right now, most of us are all still in the mid and upper 40s, 48 degrees as you get to Wakefield. Newport's at 47. New Bedford, we're looking at 48. As you're out on the Cape, still faring a little bit better, holding on to right around 50, 51 from Hyannis to Chatham. But just look at all the colder air that is off to our west. So no avoiding it, folks. It is going to be with us for several days, in fact, for a couple of weeks, in fact, the way things are going to be playing out. So here's what's happening with the weather maps. Here's our storm system that brought the rainy weather our way for this morning. Most of us got about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, and it's going to be just continuing to pull away. But it's windy on the backside as the sky continues to clear through the overnight tonight. So it'll be on the chilly side tomorrow. The wind slowly dying down during the day as high pressure comes building in slowly, but it doesn't come in all the way into New England. In fact, it retreats as we go into Tuesday, and what's going to happen is another area of low pressure is going to come up from the south, and there may be just enough cold air in place if this precipitation comes in fast enough for there to be some wet snow in northern Connecticut. I think maybe our Northwest Hills, Foster, Burrowville, maybe we get a few wet snowflakes. Again, if it comes in fast enough around late Tuesday night, say around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, it just changes over to a cold rain that we're going to be dealing with. But notice the Berkshires of Massachusetts certainly could have some snow, maybe even accumulating snows on the grassy surfaces all the way up to the Monadnock region in southern New Hampshire. And then, of course, the mountains, the ski areas will be getting some snowfall out of this. But the rest of us just getting rain, a cold rain during the course of the day on Wednesday. And then it clears out for the second half of the week. But here's a closer look as to what's going to be happening over the next 48 hours for you. You can see how our sky is just basically going to turn clear and quite chilly. Lows dropping down between 31 and 35 degrees, and it'll be breezy as well. Now, that breeze may actually help prevent us from getting down to 32 in many spots, but there will be some cold areas nonetheless. Bright sunshine tomorrow, not much effect. 44 to 47 degrees for the high. And just a few high clouds around as we go into Tuesday morning, starting off rather frosty, though, in the 20s and low 30s. And again, we're stuck in the 40s for highs with increasing afternoon clouds. And here comes the wet weather for Tuesday night into Wednesday. It's mainly rain. Again, can't rule out the possibility of a few wet snowflakes that comes in fast enough. But then when it clears out, the second half of the week, we're back to sunshine. Stays chilly, highs only in the 40s all the way into the week.